You've probably heard of mediums, people who allow spirits to possess them so they can communicate with the living. Today I'm talking about summoning magic. My master is a true spiritual practitioner of the mystical arts, and I'd love to share with you some of the ancient occult wisdom I've learned from him. Summoning magic covers a wide range of practices, calling upon angels or deities, summoning demons, spirits, little ghosts. Some magic practitioners can even summon souls. This type of magic appears in different traditions across the world, like shamanic rituals, African ancestor magic, Egyptian black magic, the Solomon summoning rituals, and the practice of Chinese shaman, the spirit summoning practices of northeast China, also known as Chumashen. Summoning magic is rarely performed alone. As I mentioned in previous videos, no magic practitioner relies on just one type of magic to achieve their goal. Performing magic is an incredibly complex process. Summoning magic, also known as ritual magic, uses specific ceremonies to call upon higher dimensional intelligences for guidance, assistance, power, or to fulfill a purpose. Today I'll focus on Solomonic magic and the Chinese shaman, the spirit summoning tradition of northeast China, the Chumashen, as this will help you understand summoning magic more easily. Solomonic magic is an intricate system, and my master taught me a great deal about it. King Solomon was said to have made a contract with demons, setting a strict boundary between them and humans, forbidding them from harming or possessing humans. This wasn't just any agreement, it was an absolute, supreme magical force of command, enforcing strict boundaries between demons and human beings. However, after studying some modern texts on the subject, I've noticed that many rituals and sigils seem to have been altered or even tampered with. Let me get back on track. Solomonic magic is a blend of protective symbol magic and summoning magic, used to call forth demons, angels, or other higher dimensional beings for blessings, divination, or supernatural aid. One mistake in this ritual can result in failure. It's one of the most demanding forms of magic. Chinese shaman, or Chumashen, is a spiritual summoning practice from northeastern China. In China's northeastern provinces, there exists a magical practice passed down through bloodlines, where certain spirits of animal spirits choose a person to form a spiritual possession contract, allowing the person to channel these beings for exorcisms, healing, and fortune-telling. Here's how it happens. A specific spirit appears in front of a person, asking something like, "Do I look more like an immortal or a human?" If the answer is immortal, the person unknowingly enters into a magical agreement, allowing the spirit to attach itself to him or her. From then on, the person can act as a spirit medium, exorcise spirits, heal illness, reveal hidden truth, and even predict the future. This is also a form of ritual magic, and the summoning process is often accompanied by specific incantations to help the spirit take over the body. We call it spirit possession. Now, let me clarify something important. I personally have deep respect for the Chinese shaman, Chumashen tradition. In the Kunlun esoteric sect, we do not reject any beings, whether human or spirit. We approach them with respect. However, there's something important to consider. The spirit entities that possess people's body in Chinese shaman ritual aren't truly immortals. They are, in fact, demons. Remember, during King Solomon's time, demons made a contract with King Solomon, promising not to harm or possess humans. Breaking this contract would lead to severe consequences for the demon. But just like in human society, some demons knowingly break the rules. Think about it. There are people who understand that harming others is immoral and illegal, yet they can't control themselves to take risks. The same applies here. But there is a loophole, a way they bypass this rule. If a human willingly agrees to possession, the contract between Solomon and the demons no longer applies. That's why these spirits first possess animals, then trick humans into unknowingly accepting the possession by asking something like the misleading question I mentioned earlier. And of course, they always have a purpose. Nothing in this world comes for free. There's always an exchange, even if it's not obvious at first. However, from a human perspective, this deal can seem beneficial since these spirits often grant supernatural abilities such as healing or guidance. This is a classic example of summoning magic. The demon tricks human into agreeing to a possession contract. Once the agreement is made, the possessed person can summon the demon whenever needed. In the next video, we'll talk about invocation magic, one of the most common and beginner-friendly forms of magic. Don't miss it. Remember, magic is everywhere around you. If you are interested in magic, alchemy, yinyang arts, fengshui, or mysticism, follow me. I'd love to share with you part of the occult wisdom I've learned. I'm Ling. I'm a successor of the Kunlun esoteric sect, a spiritual practitioner offering you access to the ancient occult knowledge hidden by the powerful few.